How do you get people to work hard if they know they're not going to they themselves are not going to benefit much? It's all going to go to the collective. And so the basic socialist answer to that is quite, well, it's simple in theory. It's not so simple in practice. The basic socialist answer to that, the way we overcome the incentive problem is by creating and transforming human nature. Create the new socialist man, capital N, capital S, capital M, or the new socialist woman. The new socialist man will be different. He or she won't be acquisitive, won't be interested in, won't be worried about the fact that if he works 20 more hours, he'll get only one peanut. He will be happy and proud and honored to work for the collective, work his guts out for the collective. Right? And that's the sort of man we have to transform. This is, I think, the basic reason why Soviet Russia and China, etc., Cambodia, whatever, tried, when they got in, they tried using every sort of coercive method. Because obviously it has to be coerced. How else are you going to do it? To try to use all sorts of brainwashing, torture methods, to try to transform human nature fast. To try to shape everybody up to become, have this mold of a new altruist man who will then work hard for the collective. I remember, fortunately, of course, even that didn't work. I remember, I saw a fellow traveling movie about China about 10, 15 years ago, where everybody, was a chilling series of interviews by the interviewer with supposed to be a typical Chinese family, and they said, well, what do you want your children to be when they grow up? And they said, we want them to work hard for the collective. You know, and the question is, did they really mean it? Were they really brainwashed to that extent? Was the human spirit so deteriorated and smashed that they really thought this way? Were they really robots? Well, fortunately, my friend or acquaintance Gordon Tullock, who some of you may know as a distinguished economist, he started off in life as a Chinese expert. He was a China hand in the State Department, and was then prisoner of Chinese communists when they took over in 1949. Anyway, so I asked him, well, you're the China expert. Are the Chinese really, the 600 million Chinese, they really love the state? No, forget it. He says, in ancient Chinese tradition, they always tell the boss, somebody coming from Peking or Nanking, they always tell him what he wants to hear. On the local level, they think it's all baloney. Of course, it turns out he was right. In other words, it turns out after 20, 30 years of brainwashing, the free market is making a remarkable comeback in China.